Hi, Damien Lebemoff from Dayton Surgeons Incorporated. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about inguinal or groin hernias. Groin hernias occur both in men and in females, more commonly in men. And they occur in the area of the groin, halfway between the top of the spine and the pubic bone. There's an area of weakness there, and you can get a bulge or a hernia. This picture represents what the bulge involves. It usually involves a portion of the intestines pushing through. There's many ways to repair these hernias, but traditionally the mesh repair is what has evolved to be the best repair. In the past, the traditional methods included making an incision, using suture to tightly repair this. The downfall to that surgery was that not only was it extremely painful, but it had a high recurrence rate. Because as you can imagine, anytime you tightly repair something, the chance of the tissue falling apart over time is great. In about the 80s to the early 90s, there was a push to do laparoscopic surgery, and that is with a scope. Laparoscopic gallbladder removal or laparoscopic cholecystectomy has become very popular, and it is the standard of care for the removal of the gallbladder. That was tried for inguinal hernias, and the issue that we had with that is that it took a general anesthesia where you're completely asleep to perform this procedure, and it took many small incisions in order to apply a mesh from the inside. Unfortunately, we found out is that the long-term success with that is no better than any other hernia repair. It included a longer recovery, and the propensity for chronic pain was higher. Since that time, surgeons have kind of fallen away from that approach. There are still some surgeons that perform it, but the majority of surgeons do not. We at Dayton Surgeons don't believe that that's an adequate repair, so we perform what we like to call a mesh plug repair. It includes a piece of mesh that it looks like screen door material and a small little plug. How this is accomplished is under anesthesia. It can be a general anesthesia if you prefer, but more commonly it's a sedation with numbing medicine. A small incision is made in the groin area. The hernia is reduced, which means pushed back into the abdomen, and a small plug of mesh that looks almost like a badminton shuttlecock uses to hold that down. We then take another small piece of mesh and suture it in this area to accomplish the repair to the tissue that's weak. The benefit of the mesh is that it has lowered the recurrence rate to single digits over the lifetime of the repair. It also, since it's not under tension, the pain is a lot less. The average person can return to normal type activities in about 2 weeks. If we're talking about strenuous work or exercise type activities, it could be up to 4 to 6 weeks based on the type of activity you like to perform. This is typically done as an outpatient, and the procedure itself takes roughly 45 minutes to 1 hour.